Okay. We're live. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live camp. As always, we'll start off by giving the infinite honors and praises to God. Once again, double honor to our elders, the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutations again to the hopeful elect. Right? We are here once again. It's another day in Babylon the Great. You got today. You got the anniversary of the what is it? U.S. Army. The U.S. Army anniversary. You also have the protest, the No Kings protest.
Trump's birthday.
All right. You got DJ Donald Trump's so-called birthday. All right. You got many other things happening in the Middle East. Real wars are breaking out. Right. These are the things that the prophets have spoken about from time and time again. Right. You might have to get that in Habakkuk too. Well, I want you to start off with that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself. What does a prophet or man of the Lord, what the tool that we use to measure the time? Ultimately, the Bible. This is what you measure the time with, right? The times we're in. You measure what's happening in the world. You compare them to the prophecies, right? Prophecies is the real measuring tool, measuring stick of what you measure, how things going on, right?
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Give me that Ephesians 5.
It's the book of Ephesians chapter 5. Let's say 14
and go down to 7, 3 down to 17.
5 and 14, it says, wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Yeah, seeing that you walk circumspectly. All right, it's on point, ultimately, man. Because you got to redeem the time because what?
It says, see then, redeeming the times because the days are evil.
Redeeming the time because these very days that we're living in are evil. Right, we're coming in a time of a planned attacks that's going to happen. We have agent provocateurs. We got riots going on. Right, all these things you as a man in the Lord, as a man that's being tutored and brought up in the truth, have to be aware. All right, can't be out here just walking around like a chicken with your head cut off, man. Right, you have to between the brotherhood and what they say that the news, the true news, you have to be in constant contact with what's going on. And right on. Also, when you drive down the street, when you're walking at work, you got to be aware. And what our circumspect goes into, man. All right, go ahead. Doc.
It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding the will of the Lord.
Yeah, you also got to be understanding, conscious of the will of the Lord. The Lord is at a point of destroying America. He's at a point of bringing these prophecies, that these very same prophecies that we pray for, he's bringing them forth. So you got to be you ever have an understanding of that too, right? Go ahead.
Verse 18, it says, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
Yeah, and with those wines up, man, you can it's twofold. It can be actual literal wine. Drunk with excess wine, that had you off, man. That had you off point, man. And the literal wine of other philosophies, man. You shouldn't be drunk. You should know. You should definitely know what is the truth. You should definitely be filled with sound doctrine of understanding the truth. You shouldn't be jumping and wavering from one understanding to another understanding, man. Which many dudes do. All right. That was it.
Yeah, 18.
That was it. I got 17. I got to put them 4 in. All right, y'all bring them out. We'll jump back to that Ezra 9 too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's 1 Peter 4, verse 7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Be sober, right? Physically sober and sober in spirit, man. Go ahead. Read one more time.
First Peter 4,
quick, you know.
1 Peter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand.
Yeah, you understand that. The end of all things is at hand. Right? These prophecies are finna come. It's finna hit. Some of them are hitting as we speak. Right? Go ahead.
Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Be sober and watching the prayer, man. Sober in spirit. Right? You should be very much connected in these scriptures and following at the sound doctrine. You should be sober in spirit. You should be walking around as you just drunk all the goddamn time, man. That's your whole look back up. You just drunk. Morning, noon, and night. You drunk. You wake up with a bottle, man.
Stretched out on the street.
Yeah. You know, hey, I can want some breakfast. Nah, this is my breakfast. Tripping.
The scriptures say, "Know to him that drinking wine and it being flamed to the morning."
Yeah.
We know from all through the night and then to the morning. He just inflamed.
It's all day, man. That throws you off. Right? These are the times you want to be physically sober and spiritually sober, man. All right? What else I have? Because I'm waiting going back. I'm gonna wait to go back in that 7-9 stuff. Y'all ready? Whatever y'all got.
Don't you? This Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yup.
For nation shall rise against nation."
We're seeing that very thing happen. Nations are rising against nations. It all started with Russia, Ukraine. Then it bounced from this Hezbollah shit. What it is? Hamas going into the small heads. All right, dealing with the small heads. Then we heard of rumors of wars of China and China and Taiwan. Right now, it didn't jump back to what? One of the main characters, man. Iran, man. Once we see this happening, it's it, man. Okay? And like I said, you have to understand the magnitude of this thing. You got 4 Russian generals dead. You got two major Iranian, my bad. 4 Iranian generals dead. You got 2 top tier scientists dead. Nuclear scientists, man. There's no coming back from that.
Right.
It's really no peace talk. They tell talk about peace talks. No fucking peace talks, man.
Good. They say PTC.
Hey, Iran, y'all already down. Y'all 0 for 6, man.
Real.
You gotta go get that, man.
Silent with the silent.
Them 2 running 7. You 0 for 7.
Silent, yeah.
You gotta go. Hey, man, motherfucker. When you was in the world, man. When you was in the world, motherfucker killed 7 of your partners. It's get back by any means. All right. Yeah, you gotta run the numbers all the way up, man. Fuck that. Y'all shut down some top, what they say? It's a top high technology jet. Fuck that jet, man. Fuck that jet, man. No, go ahead, huh?
God, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yup.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places."
What y'all happening? These things are happening. Whether the mainstream media is posting them and talking about them or not, they're happening. They got certain brothers with apps that they have earthquakes happening every minute upon a minute, man. That's not getting talked about. All right, go ahead. Huh?
It says, "All these are the beginning of sorrows."
You hear that? It says all these are the beginning of sorrows, which we've been prophesying for years to tell you that these sorrows are finna hit. These sorrows are here, right? It's gonna come a time where you're not gonna be able to just flaunt against flaunt and what is this called? It's a word. It's a funny word. Frolic. Yeah. You ain't gonna be frolicking around the streets, man. Bullshit. Yeah. It's gonna be. It's dangerous now.
You ain't gonna be denied what's going on.
Yeah. All right. It's like if you've been, and which I know you Jakes, 2/3 of you Jakes out there, you're not paying attention to shit. You ask Jake right now, what's going on in Iran, nigga gonna look at you crazy. You ask him what's going on in LA, nigga gonna look at you crazy, man. But in LA, I've been watching that for the last 3-4 days. And if you live downtown, your life is just uprooted. You can't do what you usually would do. You hear sirens, you hear the sounds of it throwing the tear gas and rubber bullets and shit, man. That's gonna be the norm. All right, that's gonna be the norm. Go ahead.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Yep.
They shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yeah, those things are a great possibility to happen, man. But hey, man, the Lord is gonna preserve the elect. All right, 2/3 are gonna be you're gonna get caught up in it. That's what Jacob's trouble is for. Jacob's trouble really for the 2/3, man. It's the last ass whooping the Lord gonna give you before the kingdom, and you're gonna get a vicious ass whooping, man. What's gonna happen out here? All right.
That's it. Like a fly.
Like that,
Yeah, man.
This is second Ezra 16. I'm gonna start at 17. Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
Yeah, woe is me, woe is me. Who would deliver me in those days, man? All right. And like I say, that takes me back to like about 2 days ago. I was literally up in the morning. I was watching the riots in LA. This is before the curfew. And I'm literally sitting there, I'm like, I got an eerie feeling. I'm like, man, if you downtown and all that shit going on, they busting in doors, they was attacking certain people, fighting and shit. You seen Jake smoking weed, just flying down the street, hanging out the sunroof, hanging out the side of the car. I'm like, man, if you don't have the Lord in that day, man, you through, man. You threw shit on fire, cars flipped over. If you're not connected with the Most High and have a source, you're pretty much out of here, man. Right? You're gonna literally be out here with your ass in the breeze. You know? Go ahead.
I'm gonna read verse 18, then I'm gonna jump to 14. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
Yep.
The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
Yep.
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Bad times, man. We telling you that bad times is gonna come. It's not. You can sit up there and deal with Pastor Pochop, Reverend Rib Tips all you want. Them niggas lying. All right, times ain't finna get no better. Prices ain't finna. If they can get you to pay for the prices now, they gonna continue to rise the price. They ain't getting no better, man. Only thing that's coming is death and destruction, right? And salvation for the elect. Cause we long for these times, man. All right, we want these times to come. Crazy as it sounds to a person in the world, that sounds crazy. Like, why would you want? Like, why? We didn't have people use their wig, asking why. Why would y'all want such a thing happen? Because when these things happen, our kingdom comes. All right, go ahead.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Now I'm gonna jump to 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again.
You hear that? It says the plagues are sent. All these different things that's happening in society are considered like plagues, man. All right? And he said they're like scourges. All right? And really, these are things to chastise the wicked with, right from the Most High. Go ahead.
And
go ahead.
And they shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
Yeah.
That's verse 19.
Yeah.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
No. Shalom. Shalom, right? Yeah, man. Read it.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Yeah, these plagues are once they go, they go. They ain't no calling them back or nothing. That's why we all for it. The faster they come, the faster our salvation comes, man. The faster Yahweh Shai can come back and touch down, right? To basically get at this damn devil, man. All right, that was it.
I'm gonna jump to 22.
Go ahead.
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, famine's gonna hit. A lot of you gonna starve to death out here, man. When these, but you see the model that they didn't put out here. They're gonna protest by day, and at night, all of the hoodlums and the YNs and the YCs out here, they're gonna loot and tear up shit. So while you at home shaking in your boots, oh my God, Terry, cover the windows. You know, you scared. You wake up in the morning, that same store, the Publix, the Walmarts, the Kroger's and Albertsons and whatever HEB they got in your city. You wake up in the morning, it didn't caught fire. It didn't got looted out. Yeah, the gas station. You didn't make. We call it making groceries down here, but you didn't go and purchase you any groceries from the store. So guess what? Your ice box, dent in the hole, man. All right. So you don't have that much. Especially you Israelites out there. You Israelites, more or less, you got like a half a day's worth of food, man. Some of you just getting by. So when this thing hits, like I always bring it up, these different Edomites in the city, these Moabites, these different nations, they have the ability to go to towns right now and say, hey, I'm gonna back the truck up right here. Put me about 3 pallets on there, 3 pallets of water. You just don't have the ability to do that, man. You'll be pinching. You niggas be pinching. I know these niggas pinching. All right? So these stores are gonna get hit. And like I said, one thing about Edomites too, they're in the know with each other. They kind of, if I work at the warehouse or I work at somewhere, I could tell this is my cousin, I could tell them what's finna come down. They talk to each other, they communicate. So but even before the store, even before it go down, they didn't already, these are Edomites that bought the store out. This is before the loot. They didn't bought the store clean the fuck out, man. With that old scene, I don't know where that scene from. You always see that scene when a white woman had that basket, she turned and go in that aisle. It's like the aisle.
State.
The Great State.
The Great State Church.
Yeah, that aisle get long as this fucking street, man. Cause ain't nothing on the shelf. That's finna happen. These stores are finna get hit. The grid is finna go down, man. These lights that you love so much to party and twerk under and bullshit under, they finna go off, man. Okay? We in some there's some serious times finna happen. All right? And only the elect in the 1/3 gonna survive. Like I said, the rest of you out there, you through. If you're not under the ban of your how I'm sure you through. It's over with. Give me back that you want some? Yeah, get that. You got it though.
Yeah. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. It says, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
In which that brother went into the earthquakes. All right, he read the scripture with the earthquakes. But the main part it says when you should see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. What is happening right now? It's uproar. They had a literal nationwide protest from California all the way to damn near New York today. In some areas, we were like, why the fuck do we have a protest in Cumberland? You know what I'm saying? Why would they have a protest in the Gulf Port? Monroe. Yeah, Monroe and shit. But show you this shit, a lot of this shit is bought and paid for by George Soros, man. All right? We already got like the scripture said, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We already found out that they're paying these guys $200. They're paying them $1,200. They're paying up to $6,000
to 12 to 13 to 12.
Yeah.
12.
The tab shit. That's why you brothers out there have to be wise, man. You shouldn't be like these other groups. You protesting with them. What French is on, man? Burning the flag. They already told you. You burn the flag, they gonna give your ass some time. All right? But you got Jake with the vest on, the gun on their hip, and you out there protesting. You out there tearing up. You out there stealing Jordans, man. All you niggas gonna get killed.
And deservedly so.
Yeah, you gonna get killed, man. All right? That ain't for us. Go ahead.
Where that sheriff was at?
Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah.
Play it.
He's in Florida. Yeah.
Boy, put it up.
Put you down graveyard.
Even though someone put you down graveyard style. Now you could go protest peacefully. In the middle of the law, they're protesting Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. We ain't going nowhere to protest nothing, man. We proclaiming that our Lord coming back to take to put down all rule and authority in this place. Gotta go.
It's just an assembly of men reading the Bible, man. We ain't even doing that. You know, we're not even doing the protest.
Yeah, no, it's not, you know.
No, I'm just saying, we just assembling them.
That's it.
They come over there, we just journalists, man.
That's it.
We're independent journalists.
Yeah, we dogs, man.
You know,
Homeless,
and
homeless dogs.
the scripture also call for to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove in these times, man.
Right.
All right. You want to, hey, we're in a time where you want to stay off the radar, man. You want to stay off the radar as much as possible.
Oh, yes.
Press,
Press, please.
Yeah.
Everybody want to go protest, thinking it's sweet.
Part of our democracy. We invite people to share their opinions. The key word in that is peaceful. If you let it turn violent,
Woo, he caught a nut. Hey, you seen that?
He a violent man.
Yeah, he exploded, man. All right? He fucked his drawers up, man.
know what I mean.
Let's play that back. Woo!
You get that Rick Flair.
Yeah.
The key word in that is peaceful. If you let it turn violent, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
Hey,
Because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play.
hey, hey.
So,
And hey man, you might as well say we on a soft level of martial law, man. This is in a time. This is Judge Dredd times, man. Well, like I said, and DJ Donald Trump already gave him. They already gave him the pass to do as they will, man. All right, and like I said, the main people they're gonna come up against is you tribes, man. All right. Hey, y'all seen the video I put up there? The woman, that's why you gotta watch your mouth too. You know, you gotta watch what you say, what you do.
Okay.
Troops going down the street, police. White woman she said some shit as they're leaving. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Went over.
Yeah.
And they got you best believe when them cameras got out, they fucked them up even more. We in them times to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, man. You gotta learn your position. Learn how to move, huh? Yeah.
They got a video where Edomite was like, they bombed the newscasters. They threw a warning. They fired a grenade and been like, look, get out of here. Yeah, and to get out of here. And also Trump said if the protesting don't cease, he already sent the military National Guard over there. He said he gonna invoke the insurrection act. And go see what that is, man. All right, he said he invoking it. He ain't playing around, man. Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah. We tell you all the time. These cities that you love so much, man, these gonna become war zones, man.
Yes.
All right? Because you got a bunch of other so-called patriots out there, Edomite patriots, militias. Even that, they're not gonna even take that shit, man. All right? Oh, go ahead. What you had? You had something?
Yeah.
Oh.
In Sirach 9, verse 13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill.
Mhm.
So shalt thou not doubt the fear of the death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life. Presently, remember thou goest in the midst of snares, and thou walkest upon the battlements of
Yeah,
the city.
all this shit is a snare, man. All right, you Jake's thinking that you using the protest as the opportunity to go get some bullshit jury, all right, out of our booze fucking jury and winery, all right. You think it's time to go get some fucking shoes out of Foot Locker and shit. Meanwhile, this man is finding ways how to finding bills and ways to kill you, opportunities to kill your ass, man, or to imprison you. Because a lot of you just say you do go to jail. They got a right to say, "Oh, we never picked them up. You just be gone." You know what I'm saying? Off the grid, gone, man. So you gotta watch what you're doing. All right. I tell you about I tell brothers the account of when Katrina happened, man. They sent them Blackwater troops down here. They were killing you. They were killing you, Jakes, man. Jakes was shooting in the daytime at the helicopters. You were doing your thing, and at nighttime they were putting that night vision on, right places up. Roughly the Iberville project, man. I know people that were there and said they wiped a lot of you niggas out. You niggas shooting and busting your guns, and then all of a sudden you wake up in the morning, there's a bunch of y'all dead in the hallways, all in the windows, dead. Right? Cause them boys they put that shit on, man. Them night vision, man. You Jakes don't know about it. You don't have none of that shit. All right, you just like I said, you niggas just frolicking around, not understanding the redeeming the times. All right, we coming to some evil times, man.
What was that? Ishmael, they call them green-eyed devils or something?
Yeah, because of the night vision. Because when you fold the night vision over on your helmet, the reflection of the reflected lens of the night vision, it makes your eyes green. You know them devils, they got them their eyes blue and shit, so it kind of illuminates all your eyes, make your eyes green. That's why they call them green-eyed devils. It's killing shit, man. And they're gonna do it again. All right? You Jake don't understand, all right, the state of this beast, man. This guy's finna come down because he wants his new world order to be accomplished, man. Established. You're not understanding that the way that this corporation is finna swing. It's not gonna be due process. We already told you that. A lot of you gonna get sent to prison. They're gonna send you over there to that Venezuelan prison, man. It's talking about U.S. citizens.
Citizens, yes.
Never in time has this ever happened. When they send U.S. citizens to another country to be put in jail, processed and put in jail, man. Go ahead.
Trump said we might have to send some of our American criminals over here. And already, the Northern Kingdom getting their ass kicked in right now. Even you that got dual citizenship and you're in the waiting process to get citizenship, ICE is waiting for you outside the courtroom to come and snatch you up.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And fuck you, Northern Kingdom, man. Straight up, man. Like I said, we told you this was gonna happen, man. Years ago. Because Jake, Judah was getting their ass handed to him. To Northern Kingdom, you've been lax, you've been having your feet up, all right? You've been loving the white man. It's been bullshit.
They have one Northern Kingdom chick that was at a Trump rally saying, "I vote for Trump," and then she got deported like a couple of months ago.
Stupid ass.
There was this video I came across earlier today. I wanted to show you before camp started, but I wanted you to see that, to hear this.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to play it for you. There's a Northern Kingdom woman, Latina. These two Latina women. And you're talking about black.
Yeah, I see that shit. I seen that. I seen two TikToks.
Single matter. They are the only one que tenían el enclavo ahí. They are the only one that are
All that crazy fighting. Man, put that on. Talk. Like, don't see. Like me. Down the big.
are going to save the lady. And I clap for the African American that has not come out. I do. We didn't do shit. I get it. But me and you,
all that bullshit.
that was going to them.
You never talk about it. We're on the verge of all hell breaking. Bullshit. It's just straight to business, But that's the Latino women, man. And then they say that too because they mad at Judah because they don't want to come out there. They want Judites out there with them marching.
Yeah, a lot of Jews, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, man. Y'all hold some over there? Yeah, go ahead, right?
It's the book of St. Mark, chapter 13 and 28, and it reads, "Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know it is nigh, even at the doors."
Yeah,
that's in red letters.
Yeah, now even at the door. That's how we start talking, man. All right, and we look for the signs. We look for the different clues to give us Give me that in Habakkuk 2.
I got it, Lord.
Okay. Yeah, but we look for the signs, all right? The Lord's, I think he also called them for tokens.
Yep.
You know, we look for the different tokens to understand how far we into the prophecies, man. All right? You know, we've been warning you about the different the modified protests that they was gonna do purposely, man. All right? And sooner or later it's gonna be sedition amongst men out here. Something's gonna happen to where it's gonna cause war, wage war in these streets, man. All right? Simultaneously, while the other side of the world, like I say, I really want to get on that, but go ahead,
That was it.
Is Second Ezra chapter 15, quoted, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh,
Mhm.
and one people shall stand up and fight against another."
Yeah, we've been telling you this for years that one faction of people and another faction of people are going to stand up and clash with one another, man. All right, whether it be over political views, whether it be over racial issues, or have you, it's going to happen, man. I'm talking about on the streets of America, your big boulevards, avenues, and broadways, man. It's going to go down. All right, Jake, you Judites, you Black, Latino, Native Americans, you're going to attack the so-called white man. The white man is going to attack you, right along with you Latin tribes. You're going to get in. All right, you Nordic, so-called Native Americans, you're going to get in there, man. Yeah, to fix it real fast. We be turning this stuff. It's all good. Yeah.
Right. It says, "And swords in their hands."
Yeah, with swords in their hand. And like we always go into, what's the modern day sword? Back in ancient times, a weapon back then was a dagger. You kept a sword on you in your sheath. All right, you kept some type of weapon on it. The modern day weapon today, what a man keep on him? A pistol?
Hell.
All right, a rifle or something? What it said?
And swords in their hands.
Well, they're gonna have swords in their hands, man. I showed one of y'all one video in LA. They went to shooting at them people, man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's gonna happen. You're gonna be upstairs in your 15 floor hotel or apartment. You're gonna look out, and people are gonna have a whole blicker throwing outside. All right. It's gonna get vicious. We just the ones that are, like the brother said. One of y'all brothers said we like reporters. We like spiritual reporters for the Most High. And brothers may give it to you, raw and uncut, man. All right. But the end is not yet. You still got the chip. You still got World War III. You still got the microchip C hip, man. All these things still got to come down the pipe. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men,
Okay.
and invading one another. And they shall not regard their kings nor princes."
And what today was called? No kings.
No king.
You right? They had the No Kings protest today, all right? And they were aiming it at Trump, all right? So it's gonna come a time where they're not gonna regard their kings no princes, because I'm gonna say this: whether you wanna like, whether you like it or not, all right? Trump is like a king, man.
King of Babylon.
He's the king of Babylon. He's in office. He called the shots, all right? He called the shots. Go ahead.
It says, "And the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
And the course of these people's action is gonna stand in their power. So if they wanna get a Molotov cocktail, all right, and throw it at a moving bus, they wanna burn up a store, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. All right? They wanna flip over cars, loot, all right, make war with these soldiers. Because he's like, oh, they got the Marines down here. Hey, okay, whoop de do. It's only 2,000 yards. It's millions of people out there protesting.
Hey, a soldier can only do so much.
Yeah,
He's still just a man at the end of the day.
and the most I can do what he want to do. He can make the people overpowered, man. And I'm gonna say this too. That whole shit you see today with Trump, he's doing like, because I seen a Edomite say, why are we having he said this is the first time in the first time in years, the first time ever we ever had a Korean, North Korea like showing a pop. It's a show of pop.
President Fox ever done that. Like,
When have you ever seen the U.S. show you soldiers walking down the street, tanks and shit driving? They only do that shit in North Korea, Russia. All right, these European, Middle Eastern nations, all of a sudden it's here because we in wartime.
right.
We had the U.S. is at war with the other nations, and the U.S. is war with your ass, man. Right? You standing on the battlefield. They finna take you to war. You Americans, man. You Judites, Latinos, Native Americans. You Edomites out there. Your own government finna take you to war. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Pete Hegseth, which I think is the Secretary of Defense. He said, "I've got my war fighters ready to go deal with protesters." He's not using soldiers. He's saying straight my war fighters.
Yeah. Yeah. They finna take you. Man, look, if one of y'all got a phone, I might can find it. One of y'all got a phone. Let me see your phone. Open internet. I can find it. It's an old article, but I can find it for sure. You got okay. One of y'all brothers take over for
I got one for that too. That's forward. It's verse 17. It says, "And a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid."
And what does that sound like when it says a man shall desire to go into a city? State of martial law.
You gotta close one of them tabs. You got like 500 tabs.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get one of them. I don't know which one you want to close out.
But you know, a lot of these protests, you know, we just had that Florida cop say, look, if you want to peacefully protest, you can do it. But if you want to get down, hey, we're going to get down with you. And Trump said, hey, if any protesters want to come to the parade, they're going to be met with extreme force.
Yeah.
So as the situation,
Heavy
force.
Yes, same thing, extreme heavy.
So as the situation continues to deteriorate out here, you're going to see more rights taken away and more martial law type conditions to where you're going to have identification, and at any type of suspected behavior, they're going to round you up.
Yeah, violence have to ensue. It said that great city Babylon should be thrown down by violence. But chaos got to be created in order to what? Make order out of it. Right? So it's prophecy. This has to happen. It gotta be a tumult. It gotta be a rising up. It gotta be anarchy, man. That's what people gotta understand. And if the people don't want to do it, all right, because they're what? They docile, they don't understand things. Well, we gonna bring it to y'all. We're gonna get agent provocateurs. All right, we gonna what? We gonna rile the people up. We gonna put bricks right here, right? We gonna
pay thousands of dollars.
We gonna hire, crisis actors. Right? And it's all to what? Rev up the people, man. All right. America had been a bird, like she's a bird. This place, she gotta get blessed, man. And this part of the scriptures. Prophecy is coming, man. Listen, it ain't the plagues are sent. They ain't coming back. We not going back to normal. It ain't no making America great again. All right. This place gotta get overthrown by violence. All right. I got some for that violence. So go ahead. You got it? I got it. Yes, brother. Dust. Get up to Revelation. Dust by violence. You got more? It's a little bit more, bro. No, you got it. It's verse 19. It says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation."
And I saw a video earlier this week by a guy who was saying the 5-finger discounts coming back in a big way. Which you know what that is. And he was posting a bunch of clips on TikTok of people pretty much saying, look, when it gets down to it, I'm going to start looting shit. Yep. And he said in the video, it's going to go from looting at the stores to looting your neighbor. Yep. So he was speaking 2 Esdras 15 and 19 because these store shelves are going to get empty. They're going to get ransacked like they did during C-19, and then people are going to go for what they know. Watching their neighbors, which, especially you women out here, you don't know how much your neighbors actually watch you, but, to you brothers and everybody in general, your neighbors are always watching what you got. Plotting for that day when they got to come take it, they're going to come take it.
That's why when he create protesters, they use that as they use the people that they hire as opportunists, right? And they, what they say, don't let a good crisis go to waste. And listen, brother, everything is dictated. It is all control opposition. All right, everything that's happening, the king that rules this place is in charge of it, man. Ain't nothing happening by default. All right, it's well calculated. And these people are doing it intentionally. All right, to what? Order of kill you. That's it. And okay, man. It gotta be that.
Now this ain't the actual article, but it goes into article that was years ago, 2010. I think this is the 2011 article, but it goes somewhat into what was taking place in the article that I once had about how they deemed America a battlefield and how they look at you people as the enemies that they get ready to come up against. You can tell it when he's fond of that.
This is from cato.org, cato.org. And the article is titled, "If America is the battleground, nobody has any rights."
Go ahead.
Last Thursday, which happened to be the 220th anniversary of the ratification of the Bill of Rights, the Senate passed a defense bill that demonstrates just how cavalier Congress can be with our fundamental liberties. Being cavalier means, you got an attitude like, I'm going to just do what I feel like I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Given the opportunity to clarify existing law and confirm that American citizens are not subject to indefinite military detention at the order of the president, Congress punted. After a debate in which key members seriously contemplated empowering the president to Gitmoize Americans suspected of terrorist activity. And I believe Gitmo is, it's talking about Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay.
Which they just sent, I think, like 30,000 people there recently. Northern Kingdom.
Now the new Gitmo is sending you over there to Venezuela to that Supermax prison, man.
Alcatraz getting open too.
Yeah, all of a sudden, this motherfucker Alcatraz has been open since the 40s. All of a sudden, they finna renovate it back again, man. Hey, this whole country is a prison, man. Go ahead.
The Americans suspected of terrorist activity. The National Defense Authorization Act of 2012 leaves the question open. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. So let's let the courts sort it out. The legislation is ready for President Obama's, because during his term.
This is during his term. All right. Now we in Trump's term, and he's swinging the pen, man. He's doing what he want to do. Go ahead.
He's more than happy to use these powers.
Because I think even with that whole situation with them sending the Marines with shit like that, it don't really supposed to happen under the posse
comitatus.
Yeah, posse comitatus act. The U.S. troops wasn't supposed to ban and be on the streets for American people, man.
And the state governors didn't request it.
Yeah.
So he was, going against regulation with that.
It's a show of power. Like I said, even with them showing those tanks, you looking at the tanks. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Look at it. That's American power. We made that. No, that's showing you that's showing you their plans of what they're finna do. That's a show of power. Because I was showing these brothers, I was kind of wild. I'm like, damn, they gonna really have these fucking tanks like that going on these streets, man. All right. And you see, we was tripping out at this shit. Big motherfuckers, man. I think it was from the Bradleys.
Yeah, that's a artillery tank. That's just the bigger rounds than the Abrams.
Yeah. Big motherfuckers, man. Go ahead.
The legislation is ready for President Obama's signature. The president having caved on his earlier veto threat. Happy Bill of Rights Day. It could have been worse. It could have been even worse. An earlier version of the bill would, according to one of its co-sponsors, Senator John McCain, have allowed the president to
he dead now, but he was a damn devil too. Go ahead.
And Trump called him a loser. Have allowed the president to use the U.S. military to seize American citizens.
To do what?
To seize American citizens.
Go ahead.
On the home front.
On the home front, meaning here in America. Go ahead.
And ship them to Guantanamo.
Go ahead,
Senator Lindsey Graham, which I want that devil in the kingdom, cheered the provision because it would basically say in law for the first time that the homeland is part of the battlefield.
America is a part of the battlefield. And guess who the enemy is? You. You Jakes, especially you Jakes out there, you public enemy number one. All right? Go ahead.
Senator Lindsey Graham cheered the provision because it would basically say in law for the first time that the homeland is part of the battlefield. He added that I believe our military should be deeply involved in fighting these guys at home.
You heard that, right? Read that part again.
He added, I believe our military should be deeply involved in fighting these guys at home.
And not this military, guess who? All these migrants, these military age migrants they brought from around the world over here. They gonna do it.
That they aren't deported.
That they are not, yeah, they did not deport them, man. All these Russians, all these Chinese, all these Africans and shit they brought in here, those are the ones they're gonna use. Because we already said it before, they're not gonna use American troops because they're not gonna shoot on American quote unquote, they're too patriotic. They're not gonna shoot on American people.
Right. They ain't gonna want to do it.
They ain't gonna want to do it. But the Mother Nation ain't gonna bring in here. You get them $6,500. They gonna wig out on your asses, man.
10 bands and shit.
Hey, give me that in
That Jeremiah?
no, let me get that. What you got?
Under that was Homeland Security. That was under Barack. When Barack was in
That's you.
Homeland Security for with the 2 million hollow tip bullets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
200 million.
200 million hollow tip bullets.
During Obama.
That's for who? That's for you. That's Homeland Security bought that.
Yeah.
Who you think it's for? Like he said, what it just said at the end of that, the home front.
They should be deeply involved the military should be deeply involved on the home front dealing with these guys.
Those bullets was for you people.
Hey, did y'all seen the video I put? The guy he predicted in 2024 it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He said it's gonna come a time when you gonna have to get involved.
Yeah.
You Americans out here that you seen these protests and shit, you gonna have to get involved. You gonna get in. You gonna be a part of that shit, man.
Yes.
All right. Everything is set in place. They want you to buck up.
They gonna make you.
Hey, the brother just played the video.
Yeah, bro.
These are sheriff's officers talking crazy, man. These are sheriff officers. When you see them, when you see LA police, they look like a military force, man. They got the helmets. They got the level 3, level 4 helmets on. They got the ceramic plate vests. They got the AR and the pistol on inside. All right. So that's where we at. All these, you got that other people? These scores for a minute.
I can get it for you.
A few pages over.
16, 19.
You want to read it now?
Yeah, you go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 19. Behold, famine, plague, and tribulation. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Mm-hmm. All these days are sent for a scourge as amendment for who? For you 2/3, man. For you other nations out there. The Lord's gonna bust your ass with all this is getting ready to happen out here. All right? That's why we glad, man. This what did they say? This makes us happy. We rejoice when we see these things, man.
Happy things that make the Lord happy as a man seeing the downfall of his enemy. That's not just these Edomites and heathens, that's you 2/3 as well.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 7 in verse 14 and 15. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go into the battle, for my wrath is upon the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine is within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
One more time.
Yes, Lord. It says the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and the pestilence shall devour him.
Yeah, that's all the things gonna happen, man. You out there in the field on the countryside, you're gonna die with the sword. If you in these major cities, you're gonna die with the sword too.
Yeah.
All right, but it's gonna be much more vicious, man. All right, you know how fast this food and shit that get taken up here in these cities like that, like nothing, man. I mean, like I said, we had certain examples just down here Because every time we have a hurricane with a day later, so they loot.
Oh, they are bad. Yeah.
These storefronts get. I'm talking about ransacked. All right, you go in the store, ain't nothing but a can of peas. You like, fuck it, I'm gonna get this.
Get that.
You know, all the water, all that shit, meat and shit go back. Yeah, it's gonna be gladiator school out here, man. You know, it's gonna be gladiator school. If you soft and delicate, you got a what do you call them, queasy or a weak stomach. Hey man,
You tell me.
you through.
Men shall be afraid.
Yeah, men shall be afraid, man. Hey man, we coming into some times, man. If you're gonna be somewhat in some type of condition, you might this how big this shit is. It's probably about 3 football fields. Four. Probably more.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna come out there? You gonna have to sprint this bitch, man. Lord, for that.
Yes, with that.
You might have to hop some gates.
A couple of them.
Yeah, you might have to get in. That mode, man. Yeah. Jake don't want to sweat, get his fingernails dirty. Jake don't worrying about a fucking t-shirt, man. Hey, you want to get dirty in that day, man. You might have to choke a nigga out. You know?
The juvenile said, scrape my elbow, jump under the fence.
Yeah, you want to scrape your elbow. Maybe your ass, man. Because what's getting ready to come out here, man? It's about to get nasty out here. We keep telling you, it's finna get nasty out here in these streets, man. Huh?
If I can add,
Go ahead.
America is under siege. When you look at the other countries, all of them have their arrows pointed toward this place. Russia geared up, China talking, man. You see Kim Jong-un all the time. He do shows in his warheads. Walk with his power. Everybody flexing their powers. The weak is saying they strong. All right. And then America is what? In hella debt with China. So they got their missiles and their warheads pointed towards this place. This bitch under siege.
Yeah.
The prices out the ass. You gonna get a chicken plate is $25. Jake gotta pay attention, man. And then they scamping you on the place. So the prices are high. Famine is in up. And then the famine of the world is coming. So what you think gonna happen? We don't got years like that, man. You know, Lord willing, he's shorting the days for the elect's sake, and that's what he's doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, also, business shut down.
Business is true.
Yeah, that's right.
But Ecclesiastes, the wrinkles is darkening this place. This place under siege, man. We're in the soft stage, like the elder said, of martial law. Just because you going to work,
you soft talking.
You soft talking. That's another good one, man.
Somebody get that.
Yeah, no.
Term soft talking.
Like that one. What is it, brother? Brother, right, man.
Get that. What it is?
That's on 16.
No. Collateral damage, man. Get the word collateral damage.
Go on, man. They about to slaughter. They fatten the oxen to slaughter the cattle. And these people look at you as going many ways. All they want to do is bring you, right? And what? Then slaughter you. What you do to animals at some point? Slaughter, man. What? You know. So yeah, you got it. Y'all got it. You got it.
I got I'm gonna read collateral damage first. Thanks, BYI. Collateral damage refers to unintended or incidental damage, especially civilian casualties, resulting from military operations or other activities.
Euthanize. Hey, but you see that right now? What's going on with Iran and Israel? This is nothing but casualty. They done killed 60 children and 150 civilians, man.
Yeah, that's something now.
You know? Go ahead, all right.
This is soft target. In a military and security context, a soft target refers to a person, place, or thing that is relatively unprotected and vulnerable to attack, especially by military or terrorist action. Hey, no Russian.
No Russian.
And you can liken the Americans to that. When you look at drones, they out there and we just wide open. Like it's that door, that's an attack. That's a way for them to attack without we can't. That's no way to fight that. The aerial assault is basically that's a leg up on everybody, man. Yeah. Right? It got the zoom in capability. Like you can't even hide from it. They can shoot you inside of a house if you hide.
You can't even hear it.
You can't even hear it.
Blow the house up.
Then there's movies where they press the button and then you just see a mushroom cloud come up.
Yep.
And it's like how you like what they drop right there.
What the Lord calls worms.
Worms. Yeah.
What's a worm?
Yeah, come, beautiful, bro. Yeah. It's undefended out here, man. It's all talk. That's no defense, man.
You got so talking.
Yeah. Read it again. Yeah. This is the definition for soft target. In military and security contexts, a soft target refers to a person, place, or thing that is relatively unprotected and vulnerable to attack, especially by military or terrorist action.
Sound like security to me. Yes, that's all y'all is, man. But the sole targets. Yeah. I'm trying to find something.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. With pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, making ready to thy battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." All right, and going to now, with the selling that's not going to be happening, and the mass killing that's going to be going on. Verse 41, it says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit buyeth, and he that buildeth, and he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they should get no children, and they shall marry not as the widowers. And therefore that they labor be in vain." All right, and that's pretty much is going to be the stop of it all, man. That succeeding in this world is on the brakes right now. Everything is being shown right in front of us. What's going on.
Yeah, I was trying to find those FEMA executive order lists where they have the FEMA executive order numbers. They're saying that like all waterways with the boats are in that day is gonna be taken over by them. All the highways and streets gonna be for them, right? Anybody with food and talking about the building codes, the FEMA, the list, each code. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, it's not on there. It didn't wipe it off the internet. Took it off.
AI believe.
Yeah, that's what it was back in the day. He can show you all the divisions of what they in that time they're gonna take control of, man. Right? Even the police force is gonna be under military terms. All right. Like I said, but this is the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. You niggas out there, and what that thing I say? When you put a donkey out there, he over time he thinks he's a lion, man. All right, you niggas out there that think you're big and bad, you gonna have your chance. You gonna have your chance to be bad, man. All right, this shit ain't nothing to play with. No, you holding them? Yeah, bring it up.
This is Jeremiah 3rd and 7th. It says, Jeremiah 3rd and 5, it says, "But thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned pale." Pale.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of you men, you so-called men here in America, that's how you gonna be in that day. You're gonna be like a woman in travail. All right, you're gonna be scared as a hoe out here, man. When all hell breaks loose, all right. When there's no food, when there's no water, the lights are off. All right, this the ringing of your ears of constant gunshots, screams and horrors. You men out here are going to be in fear. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 7 it says, and
That too. The sounds of explosions, the smell of dent in the air, man. Yeah, fire. All right, shit burning up. Okay, go ahead.
They ain't never really experienced going deaf for a couple of days being around.
Yeah.
So,
That's what you're gonna be hearing.
Yeah.
Lord, cool. That was feel like the thunder. No, that was like exploding. That's all. But just being around so many gunshots at a a large amount of time, you literally feel like the volume is turned down around you for a day. One day, you don't know when your hearing's going to come back on to be destroyed.
You niggas, man, you niggas ain't gonna be thinking about putting some earplugs in your ear.
Right.
Shit, no. Wherever the motherfucker had that shack on them and they go off,
Going deaf.
going deaf, man.
Yeah. Tonight, that was a rain.
Yeah.
Verse 7, it says, at last, for that day is greater, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Even the time of Jacob's trouble. You gonna feel it too. You gonna feel Jacob's trouble first and foremost. All right. A lot of you Jakes, that's gonna be your end. You're gonna die. You're gonna die here in these different streets out here, man. All right. Depending on whatever you're gonna be doing, you're gonna be put to death. All right. And the Most High we ain't gonna feel no way. The Most High gonna be the one who caused it to happen, man. Because when you had the time to wake up, all right, to who you is, come after the Lord, you didn't. A lot of you Jakes fan the hand, you went about your way. Continue to doing your thing. Well, the Most High is finna do his thing, man. All right, he's finna open up. All right, he's finna open up the hornet's nest over here in America.
Kick the hornet's nest.
He's finna kick the hornet's nest, man.
They're
All right.
the windows of heaven.
Yeah. All hell's finna. Yeah, man. All hell's finna break loose, man. All right. We only got a little bit more to go. Few more prophecies, man. All right.
Yeah, dope.
Huh?
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
See it on the horizon.
You got a little more than that, though, right? Read it again.
Verse 7 again, it says, and as for that day is great, so that none is like
There
it.
ain't gonna be nothing like it. Hold on deck, Daniel 12 chapter. All right. There's many scriptures tell you about that day, the day of Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be like no other. You're not gonna be able to. You're not. In no time in history will be able to compare the times that we're approaching, fastly approaching. Not the time of the transatlantic slave trade, the siege of Masada, the fake ass hollow cross,
World War I.
World War II, III, the Civil War. That day is gonna be more vicious than the Civil War, and that was a vicious war, man, amongst the red people. Okay, the so-called white man. That was the most vicious war they ever had. This is gonna be 10 times worse than that. Read that part again.
And it says, and last, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
Soldier Slim say, if you was out here from '94, you're a gangster. Hey, if you had to go through this and make it out, man. Hey, you top tip. You like that, man. The Lord got to be with you.
That's why I said initially no.
Hey, who my chosen? Then you shall be known who my chosen. Other than that, if you're not on the right side of the Lord, man, and the Lord has favor for you, you're gonna be taken out here, man. Yeah, you just say that down here, chap. You chap, man.
Chap, no.
Yeah,
The whole
the whole thing. Go ahead. I had to bring that back. That's who brought that old boy brought that. Made that shit up. That dude Rob. Yeah, he made that shit up. Go ahead.
It says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Yeah. The 1/3 elect gonna be saved out of it, man. We're gonna be covered and put under the Most High's wings, man. All right. And Lord, we're gonna see those things, but it's not gonna come near deep, man.
Right.
I'm cool with that. You know, you see the nigga head get ripped off over here. That's on him.
That's his head. It's gonna get wrong. Everybody care about themselves right now. That's on you. That's your head.
Yeah. The head's finna roll, man. That's right. It's finna be a lot of. We tell you, man. Some of your brothers go there sometimes to give you, like I said, through the charity of love, we persuade men, but we give it to you raw and uncut. All the plans of your how about you don't shut. The Lord's finna have a lot of blood, guts, and ass out here in these streets.
Say Salaki, brother. You come from apocalypse?
Yeah, he come on pocket.
Yes, brother.
You got the chariots on there.
Everything.
You got Jake on there.
Get it.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you know.
That's
Yeah.
all good. Nah, that's all good right now.
Yeah. Yeah, the apocalypse, the apocalypse is finna happen, man.
Revealing. In Revelation.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
All hell's finna break loose. There's nothing else to talk about, man.
For the real.
There's nothing to talk about.
I'm gonna get that one.
Yeah, man. We man, we at the break of this thing, man. And we hope something happen too. We hope something happen too, man. We get deep off in this summer, and all hell, and I'm talking about all hell just go fucking off the Richter scale, man.
Something gotta happen at this
You can
point.
feel it.
Yeah, so it's
Like Beanie Siegel song, you can feel it in the air. You can feel it.
Everything else is played out.
yeah.
It started off with a bang movie.
Oh yeah.
Started off.
The Lord been doing his thing, man. Right? Bourbon Street shit. All type of shit been going on, man.
That was a grand entrance right there.
Then you got
This going.
then to show you they got sleeper cells over here. You have Iranian and Muslim top men saying, look, you know, all you so-called Muslims in America be on standby.
The AQ leader said that too.
Yeah.
I want a bunch of mini 911.
So that's why you brothers out there gotta be vigilant, man. If I was you, a lot of these, like I said, a lot of these big ass gatherings and clubs and shit, I won't be at that shit, man.
That's a soft target.
Yeah, you're a soft target. Go ahead.
A lot of these migrants, they using that migrant thing as a diversion. A lot of whistleblowers are basically saying, like, you know, you had I think it was Iran got 800 ballistic missiles or something like that. Y'all can look that up. They was doing they was getting like 800 ballistic missiles or something like that. Iran during the time, but they got that migrant thing going on but they planted things back door. It's way much bigger than that, man.
Number of distraction.
Yes, but it's a distraction for them to what? Set up other things that they got in plan, man. I think it was Iran.
Yeah,
Struck it. Let's go ahead and read it, bro.
yeah, this from the times of Israel.
Go ahead.
It says and it's June 6, 2025. It says Iran orders materials from China that can make some 800 ballistic missiles.
Yeah, but why they doing that? And then you get the hit or the strike from Israel. So it's something still bigger than just the migrant thing, man. And then like you said, that's the northern tribes. What about these sleeper cells? These other nations that came through that Darien Gap, where it was the Arabs or
Everybody.
the Russians.
Chinese.
Why y'all not deporting them? They don't belong here.
They don't say shit about them.
They don't say nothing about them. But you got
Then the weirdest shit, and the biggest group they let over here was the Venezuelans
Venezuelans, yeah.
and the Venezuelans and the Hondurans and shit. But why in California you got the tribe of Issachar really out there like that? It don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but them sleeper cells are here and they already been activated, man.
That's right. Yeah, brother.
They've been activated to do that thing. And like I said, you look at that lady Sarah that was on Sean Ryan's show. She said that if you have a situation where you have one guy, you might have a group that's getting ready. They all scheduled to do something.
At one time.
At one time.
Mm-hmm. And they don't know about each other.
And it showed you that in the movie The Riddler. Go figure. All right, they showed you that in the movie Riddler. At the end, the really they had like all those dudes.
The Batman.
One of them, they all were dressing like
They all
dressed
dressed
like at the same time.
They're at a soft target. They were at a stadium, all waiting up on the perch with a bunch of sniper rifles.
Yeah,
And he blew the dams and
Yeah.
flooded the city.
that's what's gonna happen, man. A city like New Orleans, hey,
That was
these-
New Orleans in that movie.
yeah, they can do the core engineers. They can hit the dam right here,
Yeah.
and there's all this shit out here.
Mhm.
It's called Lake Pontchartrain. Can flood these fucking cities, man.
They did it during the Katrina.
Yeah,
They blew it over that and pushed the wall in the cities, man.
Flood if it rained 10 minutes, bro.
yeah. So Verdict got to be on their shit, you know. They can go down, man. We're at a time now. They can go down there any goddamn time.
False flags, everything.
Yeah, false flag, everything.
Yeah.
They are deep fakes. You don't even know.
Yeah,
You had
yeah. You gotta watch. You gotta watch the AI. You gotta watch the AI shit. What it is, you gotta double, triple check shit. You know,
Real. Better about it.
yeah, this shit looking real. I seen a chick the other day. I'm like, damn, I gotta wonder if I'm claiming an AI bitch, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta unmark out.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, this bitch not even real. I'm gonna show you that shit too.
There's been so many videos I had to scroll back. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah.
it's real. I can look again. It's a whole. It's not even real.
Yeah.
The brother I'm a walk above in the New York County, I think he did a video on AIs and demons,
Yeah.
which
I saw it.
is a time of what? Delusion,
Yeah.
lies. It's the what? To get you off your, but the elect gonna be vigilant, like the elder started out with, man. You gotta see what's going on. They just bombing, not a bombing. They saying it's a bombing. TMZ had put it in I think it's Arizona, right there where they, you know, them casinos.
Yeah, the big ass fire that night.
Yeah, they blew a car with a bomb, and they got a video of a man leaving the scene, but they saying it was a bomb, like he blew the car. So there's a lot of things happening, man.
Some shit happened last night. And
Put in the chat.
something happened last night like that in downtown Nashville.
Yeah, you got to watch that. Okay, Con. Then you got that one in Arizona. That was in Nashville.
It was Nashville.
No,
Tennessee.
okay, Con. No, I'm saying they had one happened in Arizona, two like that. TMZ had reported. That was Vegas. Yeah.
You know, Minnesota, you just had them Congress people. They just
Yeah, they got deleted, man.
by an assassin.
Yeah. You got shit happening, man.
Damn, what's wrong with niggas, bro?
They're afraid of.
Where was that?
Hold on.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
It was Las Vegas.
Con.
Hold on.
What's
Go
the
ahead.
chief? Which like the brother said, that's a chief place, right? You had the bombing, not the bombing, but you had the crazy man driving, you know, through the French Quarter. But all those things set up is for them to militarize areas, man.
Right.
So it's all technical,
Right.
Everything being done is calculated and technical, man. So what we saying is we're being vigilant. Being vigilant is being prudent. All right, using your wisdom and your insight to hide yourself. That's why they always say you shouldn't be at no fucking Super Bowl mouth open in the stadium. That's a cheap place to get targeted. Where they gonna be at in places where there are what? Many people.
Yeah.
And we already done separated ourselves. So it should be easy for you to go to work, cut certain things, entertainment, because entertainment is entrapment right now. To get in all those stadiums and shit, it's facial recognition. To pay everything is it's all digital. And really, when you go into that stage, they gonna start saying, well, you need to be hit up. You need to be that. Everything is cashless. So it's gonna get to a point to where you see when we move into that see here, you're gonna have to do that to access anything. Entertainment is distraction, man. And it's an entrapment. But look, bread and circus, give them bread and circus while they what? Lock the cities down, man. During the Super Bowl, they had a cultic ritual, right? It was a ritual, and it then doing all those false flags and different things, it'd be rituals, right? It'd be sacrificing. So you got to pay attention to that. That's why we look for owls and different enchantments that these devils be doing, man. Y'all got something? Come on, go ahead, y'all got it too. Come on, you got it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. It says, "But this is a
Yeah.
people robbed and spoiled."
Yeah, the people robbing and spoiling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Go ahead.
They're all of them snared in holes,
Mhm.
and they are hid in prison houses.
One of the holes they snared in, and like the elders say, it's the wine,
Yeah.
the philosophies, the doctrines, the ways of America. They're Americanized, westernized. You see that? A lot of these people is westernized. They going off Walmart and football games, man.
Yeah.
And that, braid and circus, right? And they snared in holes. Another hole that they don't understand. They don't know what's coming. They don't know what they're a part of. All right, and they just confused. Go ahead, brother.
Done. It says they're snared in holes.
Yep.
They are hid in prison houses.
And prison houses. America is in the whole is a fucking prison house, man. Everything about it, where you work, what you do. Then there's an inner prison, which is what these the prison industrial system, man, which is more of a prison, right? Because people are mentally locked down too.
Yeah.
So that's a great chain on people, man.
Everything about this place is a prison.
Everything about it.
You're not free. You can't say what you want. You can't do what you want. It's under the subjection of Esau.
Yep.
And then as you can see too, with these protests and how they coming up against you, you don't have free speech, man. You don't have the right to peaceful protest no more.
What?
All right.
She got in a bunker in Israel. Nigga, what you doing? Oh,
He got in the
oh. I mean, whatever this is. But he in a bunker. But everybody, it's time. People going, they running like he said he in a bunker.
They ain't gonna save your ass.
You know, whatever that is.
In Israel,
You
all
gonna-
places.
You gonna go in a bunker.
Yeah, when you got 15, 18 tons of 18 tons of warheads coming from the sky, you can't run.
See, he gonna be a microwave moat. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Fuck that guy, man.
sellers themselves.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
We got a quick one for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got it's the book of
Instant
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 7.
Instant meal.
It says, yea, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed time, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming.
And why it says that? Read that part again.
It says, Jeremiah 8 and 7, yea, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed time.
So the stork, which is the bird, if it, and you see the animals, you watch animals, when it start to rain, they start to get out the way before the rain even comes. These animals know the coming time of danger, coming time of a bad time coming. All right? The birds does it, the different beasts, even the fishes, when they have a tsunami, certain things, hurricanes and stuff happen, the fishes migrate to another area, swim to whole other area, man. Because of the course of the waters. Go ahead.
It says, yea, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed time, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming.
Yeah.
But my people,
We having bad weather right now, all right? Usually we'll have birds flocking everywhere through here, all in here sometimes, man. But you don't see they get out the way. Go ahead.
it says, but my people know not the judgment of the Lord.
You Israelites don't know the time though. Even when the weatherman is the middle of the Lord giving you predicting to you what's to come. We're telling you like the weatherman, or we like the anchor, the news anchor telling you what's the imminent danger is coming, man. And to hide yourself under the forge of Yahweh Shem Shah, but you refuse to. Same thing like when down here, when they tell you, hey, evacuate or you're gonna die. What happened? A lot of niggas still stay here. They stay here, they ride it out, Like last time, nigga, Ida, I was here for Ida. Niggas up there eating smoke sausage, man. It's fucking, it's 165 mile an hour winds, man. Them niggas ate, yeah, them niggas ate all the food up in the first 5 hours and then went around asking people for food, man. Them niggas gonna die, bro.
He was bored.
Damn.
Well, that's the truth.
That's a lot of niggas. That's a different shit. Yeah, I ain't never heard that.
Never in my life. Get out the way, like you said.
Yeah.
I ain't never
Like,
heard like
that.
that.
That bitch broke a speaker. You never know that?
The birds know it's right.
That's you gotta wonder if you see.
Stop.
Yeah.
You can still get
With the scripture in Matthew that say that they could discern the far weather.
Oh, yeah.
All right, my P got it.
I got
Fuck it.
Yeah, man. But when it comes to the people, the Lord, the men, when it comes to the men, well, not the men of the Lord, the Lord's people, they don't know. You niggas are ignorant of the times. You ignorant of the imminent dangers finna come, man. So, with that being said, you gonna die. Like I said, I made the reference to even for a hurricane, they tell you leave. This is a category 4. This is category 5. Get out of you. It's a possibility you're gonna die. Tide surge is gonna be this high. What niggas do? You got some niggas leave. You got most niggas leave. You got some niggas that can't.
Most states.
You got some niggas that live. They live in the 8 walk, but can't make it to Slide L because the car is gonna stop. All right.
Then you got people here to
You got some niggas
to do the loot. They stay behind
It's
too.
right.
Yeah. Why the hurricane happen? They out there looting. Like, come on, man. They got a list what they need.
Shit they gonna hit, man.
A bucket list.
Yeah. Niggas got Jordans on their mind. But let's show you niggas, man.
Yeah, man.
Why do we?
Yeah. You got a lot of you gonna die in these times, man, because you gonna be bullshitting, playing, you're not ready. All right, you're not looking at the seriousness of this whole situation. All right, go ahead.
During the protest in Cali, you gotta hit the Apple store. They hit the Jordan store. Like it's like what y'all doing, man? They ain't going
Jewelry stores and shit.
jewelry stores. If you got common sense, and we not listen, we
I
don't
seen them niggas.
right. We don't advocate weapons, you know. But if you in imminent danger, shouldn't you get a weapon? I mean, if you goddamn done
They
it,
put some type of
generalize it. If you gonna be evil, at least think. Yeah, Jay got a TV. It is 6 feet of water. Jay got the TV swimming. Get a boat, nigga. Steal a boat. Like, but you know, just generally, Jake do evil and don't even think, man. Like you ain't doing no thinking. You just being evil, man. Like the TV gonna swim. Help us swim. You got
They
it.
gonna help you inject it.
They get what you gonna do? You gotta plug it in. Plug the lights.
Niggas doing the same thing. When I watch LA shit, y'all that getting loaded, man. I watch them niggas. It's 2 in the morning. They out there with the balloon with the helium nitrogen.
They call it whooping.
Whoop it, yeah, whoop it. That's a new drug. That's a new drug that niggas do.
Then we went out there in Atlanta.
Yeah, high as a motherfucker, man.
The brain cells be
But see, we coming to a time.
that's cleaner too.
We coming to a time where the Lord's gonna all those feelings,
Them pleasures.
the pleasures you have of getting high, the Lord gonna take that away. You're not gonna be able to get high in the day of Jacob's trouble, man. Because a lot of you niggas get high to try to escape reality. You try to escape all the you want to escape the what's the word, man?
Your
The
terrible
tribulation that's getting ready to happen, huh?
I'm just saying, escape your terrible situation.
You ain't gonna be able to do that. Yeah, your problem gonna be still right there in your face. Right?
My nerves be bad, bro.
Nigga quick to say that out here. Like his nerves bad.
All the niggas.
Yeah.
I was watching this one movie where it was a killer in it, and he was looking around at a bunch of people, and they were smoking a weed out of a pipe, and he hit it. And he's like, "You smoke this shit to escape reality?" He said, "Truth is, I am reality." And he was a killer in the movie. And the Lord gonna get you, Jake's, high on reality. He's gonna get you so high you going up to
It's
the
in the internet. You know, it's in Jeremiah 47.
Which one?
Why the Lord gonna take the basically like the effects of them
And choose their delusions.
That's Isaiah.
I think it's 66.
Yeah.
oh it's one.
How's it kind of go?
It's not in 47 for sure.
It's probably what you got. Probably. Think about Jeremiah.
49.
Yeah, it might be fine.
But yeah, your appetites ain't gonna be able to save you in that day. You know, and that's all Jake do, man. Because at the end of the day, in Isaiah 33, it tells you that the sinners in Zion are afraid. So when you're afraid, you're gonna look for something to calm you down. Oh man, let me hit that mote. Mote is coats. It's marijuana in Spanish. All right, mote. No, there ain't no mote in that day. Here's a cup. right? No, and what they call it, a faggot, huh? A cigarette.
Yeah,
Ain't no faggots in London, wherever.
Smoking
So it ain't gonna be no drinking. And you might drink, then you ain't gonna get drunk. Right? Because that's what people do. All right, if I'm gonna go out, let me go out with what I like to do.
hey, no mucho sexo.
No mucho sexo. Like they used to give you the lethal injection whenever they used to grant you a last meal, a last wish. No. You ain't gonna have time. You just gonna go out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I can say, hey, in every apocalyptic movie, you always got that one who's searching for the alcohol or the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Because these people know that that's what they're gonna go search for.
Yeah.
To escape, like you were saying.
And first, can you get 1 Samuel 2:3? Because the Lord said here, call to action. All right, and then right in that like the Lord about action. He about getting to it. He's a man of war. All right, the Lord ain't playing around. He not waiting till you satisfy your cravings or whatever it is. Because y'all had time, right? When the prophets was out, y'all despised the prophets, and y'all had what? None of his counsel. So now he gonna what? He gonna judge you, Greg.
It's 1 Samuel 2, verse 3.
I think that's it.
So I said, talk no more, so exceedingly proud.
Yeah.
Proudly.
Right, yeah, talk no more for exceedingly proud, because a lot of times in Isaiah 5, what they say, let the word of the Lord come down. Yeah. Make speed that you can see the Lord's judgment. But really, you can't handle the Lord's judgment. Go ahead.
Said, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Right, and this world is proud. Pride has butted up. So the Lord allowed it to come to the heavens so he could what? Slam it. When you get so high up, that fall get harder, man. Yes. The fall get harder. Yes. Right? So that's what he allowed. Then he allowed the pride to what? Reach the heavens. So now, and part of the pride is 2/3 our people. It's Esau, Edom chiefly, but he's what? They fall to the devil, so our people follow. He does something.
Yeah, he liking, even with Esau, he's liking them under Pharaoh. So
Yep.
he let the heights of Pharaoh
get way up
there, so he can just
show his power.
Pull a rug from under his ass.
Yes, brother.
That's what's gonna happen. The rug's gonna get pulled on a lot of people.
About to say that.
Esau, Edom, and chiefly you 2/3. But you didn't took a time of mourning and a time of getting yourself together. You didn't took it as a time to play.
Drinking and eating, marrying, giving it, drinking and eating, brother.
All right, you didn't actually become married unto the so-called white man.
Yep.
So the Lord's finna upset your day too. Go ahead.
So it said, for the Lord is a power of knowledge.
Go ahead.
And by him actions are weighed.
And weighed is judgment, right? And the Lord all about a what? An equal judgment. He a recompenser, right? Whether it be good or evil. So as the men of the Lord gonna get recompensed for good, he gonna judge the world for evil.
So you're coming back to give every man his reward.
His reward. Proverbs 16:4. He have set that day aside for himself. So it's personal for the Lord. That day of evil. But he said by him, actions are what?
Actions are
that he judged. So he about to what? Plead with the people. He said, I'm gonna break them down to Jehoshaphat and what? Plead with the nations. Meaning what? Yahweh Shaphat, which is the Lord's judgment, man. It's the Lord judging the entire nation, man. Everybody, 2/3 our people, everybody getting it, man. What you got it, bro? Y'all got it. Whoever got free.
I got something too.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all get busy.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. It says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua?
Read it again, one more time.
1 Peter 4:17, it says, for the time has come that the judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And who's the house of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? You Israelites, right? From Judah on down to Issachar, that's on the sign, right? And judgment, and you see that the Lord is running through the house with judgment, all right, bringing all type of judgment about. That's why I said I don't feel sorry for you, Northern Kingdom. That Esau want to round your asses up, want to set up some provisions. You don't want to come. There's so many Latin tribes. You're supposed to have tribes, Northern Kingdom, all at the camp, man. Right, every corner. Especially what been happening unto y'all for years, decades.
Where the blacks here? What are the African Americans fighting, not helping us?
Hey, man, nobody helped us, man. We were getting our ass kicked, right? You know?
It says, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Shem Shah?
Nothing but that.
It says, verse 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Yeah. And they say that if the righteous be scarcely saved, where's the sinner in the what up here?
Where is the sinner? Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
You don't appear. You gonna get smoked. You gonna get smoked, man.
Yes, appear.
There's no hope for the ungodly, as it said in the scripture. They got no hope.
At all, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:14 said they shit is like a vapor, a smoke, a mist. They got no hope. The ungodly got no hope, man. That's the wicked too, by the way. The wicked. Yes. And the sons of men.
Yeah.
And the wicked.
It was true. So I got it right here. This is Wisdom of Solomon 12:22. It says, therefore, whereas thou hast scourged us, my bad. I read that wrong. Therefore, where thou hast chastened us, thou scourgest thy enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. Right? So the Most High, hey man, the Most High is gonna swing that belt. All right, that belt is coming. You just want to make sure. Yeah, man, we didn't have family members get their ass bust when we was kids. You just hope that belt didn't swing your way, man. All right, you get out the way. This is our getting out the way. We didn't came unto the, all right. We didn't came unto our heritage. All right, understanding that we're Israelites, we start following after the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, to the best of our ability, we started teaching. Really started preaching of our power, man. Not running down to Egypt for help. All right, not protesting. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere but a rubber bullet in the ass, man. All right, ran over by a fucking tank or some shit. All right,
Where the picture remains up, like the
Yeah.
chef said in Florida.
yeah,
Grave going,
yeah. So they show you that they show you what their plans are.
yeah, brother.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
I got it.
Yeah, we'll end it on that, man.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 40, in verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife, and the sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked.
These things are created for the wicked. Read it one more time.
Sirach 40 and 9.
It's like the one I was looking for earlier. You know, when we read earlier, man. Go ahead.
It reads, death and bloodshed, strife, and the sword, calamities, famine, tribulation.
Any calamities going on now?
Yeah.
Famine. What else?
Tribulation.
Tribulations. Go ahead.
And the scourge. These things are created for the wicked.
These things are created for the wicked.
And for their sakes came the flood.
For their sakes came the flood, man. And for their sakes in these times, gonna come into destruction, man. So the Lord has certain measures and things set in place, all right, to punish those. All right. And then, like I say, that's why we happy to do the work, to be what is Ezekiel 9:4? All right, to get that the wow, man. Hey man, I still remember this. I still remember this to this day. My literal dad. I did some shit at school. All I seen is the door open up. You see a figure.
Silhouette.
Nigga had a white, bro. Nigga had a white beat on with the afro, the bush, and nigga did this with the belt. All left. Yeah, I whooped my ass. Hey, but the Most High is finna do that too, man. The Most High coming with that belt. It's finna whoop ass, man. According to Psalm, the 17th chapter, what, the 14? 13? You know? He's finna use Esau one last time. And they call him, it says that a sword is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. The Lord's coming. It's fervent. The Lord been doing this. Popping that belt, man.
Yeah, get the show. Yes.
He finna give you one of them old-fashioned ass with him. He told you go in there and take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. You in there sudden up, playing the duck. All that stupid shit, man.
What's that with that?
You know?
I got it.
Yeah.
You know, y'all brothers is in the spirit world. We used to get what that brother talking about is the old fashioned ass whoopings. You gotta have a little age. But furthermore, hey, look at our brothers. My brothers used to get their ass whipped, and we liken it to those that I start crying and I wasn't getting no ass whipped. They like, what you crying for? You gonna get your ass whipped. But that's what the men of the Lord. We start crying. My brother's getting his ass whipped. I start crying, and that's what the men of the Lord are doing. They're liking it to look, Lord. We see what you're doing. We try to avoid judgment. Now I didn't get that. I just saw my brothers getting their ass whipped. Mom and dad on a rampage. That extension cord in the wall.
We talking about that Bell South.
Yes,
Extension cord.
yeah.
That bitch about that thick. That bitch like
I
a
didn't
9
get
millimeter.
that.
That bitch put whaps on you.
Yes.
Lightning strikes on your
In the tub with that.
Yes. Whoop the plexiglass. I used to be mad with plexiglass.
That 2x4.
My daddy used to put holes in that bitch. It don't catch no drag. That bitch. Oh,
And it hit you and just stay there. It wouldn't even bounce off you. Yeah, you gonna learn all of those. The Lord judgments in the earth, then the people of the earth gonna learn righteousness. So the Lord gonna make people learn righteousness, man. You ain't got no choice.
Ecclesiastes.
It's coming, bro. No, it's here. It's just gonna get worse. You know, it's gonna get worse. Yeah. What you got out?
You ended all with this.
Come on.
Oh shit.
Want to see start crying for it. That's what the men of the Lord do. We see you getting busy, Lord. We see. We crying now. We see the belt coming.
It's 10.
What it is?
You gonna laugh at the calamities?
Oh, Proverbs 1.
You got it.
And 20.
You know, yeah, bring it up.
Dude,
We ended on that, man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse. I'm gonna start at 24. It says, because I have called. I'm gonna start at 23. It says,
Go ahead, 20.
20.
Yeah.
Verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets.
And this is a form of the mercy from the Lord. The Lord put this bin on the Lord on the highways and byways, all right, on the streets to give you this word, all right, in hopes of escaping the coming dangers. But you know, a lot of you fan the hand. Keep going.
It says she cried in the chief place of concourse, and the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yep.
Turn you at my reproof, behold.
And what's the reproof? The Bible. All right. Turn ye to the Bible, man. All right, go ahead.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
And how he would do that? Through the prophets, man. Through the mouthpieces of the Lord. That's how he made known unto you through the prophets. All right, the different breakdowns, the teachings, the preachings of the Lord. Go ahead.
Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity.
And you're going to laugh at your calamity. The very things we've been talking about today at camp, when those things come your way to a city, to a block, to a neighborhood near you, the Lord's going to be laughing. We're going to be laughing, man.
Yep.
All right? We're going to be laughing. I got a bottle Ben 27 right now. Preserved. On stand, that bit weighed, not to be touched. For the laugh at you niggas, man. All right? Go ahead.
I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation.
And the Lord's gonna bring the most dreaded fear on you. Whatever you are afraid of, the Lord's gonna bring it your way. You're afraid to drown, and you might get drowned. You might drown that time. All right, in that day. Dogs, the dreaded look of those soldiers. You said them motherfucker got the helmet, the glass on. Them niggas, man, them niggas in Cali look like robots, man. Them motherfucker got the shit on. I'll bring them your way.
That Jake that was in the camp that turned into a scoffer, he was afraid of guns. The most I had him shot up in the studio.
Oh yeah, you talking about Pimp C, the Pimper. Yeah, Pimperella.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord smoked him with the saying that he was afraid of guns, man. And like I said, he got smoked. Lord put a hole on top of his head like a dolphin. Go ahead.
It says, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Uh-huh.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Then you gonna call upon him. A lot of you gonna call upon him with all these different other make-up names. Yeshua. Yeah. Yahweh.
Grandma Kamor.
What's the other one?
Christ bless.
What's the other one? What GLCC say?
Yeshaya.
Yeah, Yeshaya. Yeah, highest. Yeah, all that bullshit. You gonna be calling on those names, and then the Lord ain't gonna be able to save you in that thing, man.
Yeah, keep putting that on the comment.
Yeah. Sweet Jesus and shit, man. You gonna call up on his name? Go ahead.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
You ain't gonna be able to find the Lord. The Lord, you gonna hear a dog tone. A lot of you Jake gonna get that dog tone, man. The phone gonna be off in that day, man. And you're gonna be left to your own. You're gonna be left to your own power, man. Go ahead.
It says,
Is it?
they were none of my counsel, they despised all of my reproof.
And this is the part of the counsel of the Lord. This is how the Lord counsel with you and talking with you. All right? But you refuse it. So hey, you get what what Esau say now? You fuck around, and you find out. All right, we're at that stage. Go ahead.
It says, therefore shall they eat of the fruits of their own way.
Yeah, you're gonna eat the fruits of your own way. You reap what you sow, man. And that's coming to 2/3 of the nation of Israel. It's coming to you other nations too. You know, you confusing the face out there. That's it on that, man. So with that, we're gonna hope this is edifying to the point. As always, gonna God praise, glory, and honor. Once again, though, honor to the elders apostles of GMS. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect. And peace, blessings, salutation to the sincere out there. Until next time. Shalom. Shalom. Baba Shalom.
Y'all know,
No, he be talking about it.